Hey everyone, welcome to the Breaking Point YouTube channel. If you're liking the videos, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get to the hunting action.
We got 3 small micro plots that we're planting today. All 3 of them are in a wet area, so we can't really disc or get any sort of vehicle in here. So we're gonna just throw the seed down and hope for some good rain to push the seed into the dirt. We're planting bombshell by domain, and I think we're gonna throw in some clutch clover in with it. So we're starting off this first plot. It's pretty small, shouldn't take long, and then we're gonna bounce to the next 2. Well, we just got to the second plot here. This is a plot that was actually clover for the last, I don't know, what, 3 years, Dad? Yeah. And then we decided to kill it and try something different here. It wasn't coming up the greatest. So we're trying to beat down and elicit in these 2 plots. We got 2 small little micro plots. They almost connect to each other. We just got a little path that connects them, so my dad just got done spreading lime and fertilizer, so we're gonna throw the seed on now.
At HHA, bow hunting is in our blood. At the moment of truth, there are no shortcuts, no excuses. It's just you and your bow. So when we build a site for these moments that take your breath away. For the past 40 years, we've been setting the tempo for both sites in the hunting industry, and this year we did it yet again. New for 2025, the Nitrix from HHA.
Well, it is July 28th, and we are back on the alfalfa field once again. Just wanted to do another plot update, along with I'm going to be throwing up some more Tactacams here today. We got one on this plot right now, and it seems like within the past week, they're really starting to focus on this alfalfa. We're getting a lot of deer coming out here every night, but I know there's more deer that we're missing, so we're going to try and cover this plot pretty good. As far as the plot goes, we mowed it, I think it was right around July 1st, and it just came back so thick and so lush. And we also got a lot of crimson clover in with it. And we've had crimson clover in this seed bed for like 2 years now. We planted it 3 years ago. And ever since that, we've had crimson clover coming up with our fall plots. Last year we planted brassicas, had a bunch of crimson clover come up. This year we got alfalfa, and we got a bunch of crimson clover in here, which we're not complaining about. It's just another clover in there, another palatable food source for the deer. And the alfalfa looks phenomenal, and they're really starting to browse on it. I was just in here walking around, and it seems like almost half of this alfalfa is clipped off, and you can tell that the crimson clover is not really getting touched because it's a little bit taller than the alfalfa, but the alfalfa looks like you came in here with a weed eater and cut off the tops of it. So that's really exciting. I know there's a lot of deer coming in here, so I'm really excited to get cameras up and see if we got anything good hitting this alfalfa plot. Seems like right around now is the time of year where the deer from the west out in the ag start to kind of wander a bit and look for that next food source. We'll get a picture of something good here soon, and then into September I think this is going to be lights out, really good food source for the deer. So we're going to get some cameras up. I'll walk through the plot a little bit, and then we're going to walk over to the other plots we just planted the other day. They're already starting to germinate. We got a ton of rain the last few days, so very exciting. Let's get to it. Well, just made it to the first plot we planted the other day. It's the closest to the house here, and we got great germination. We've been getting a ton of rain ever since we planted, like the perfect rain for these type of plots, because these ones we can't get equipment in, so we're pretty much, you know, spraying it and letting everything die throughout the summer. So we have that bare dirt, and then we're throwing our seed down and hoping for a really hard rain that kind of pushes that seed in the ground, but not too much rain to choke it out, because these plots get really wet. But we got great germination right now. I'll kind of show you guys what's coming up and stuff. So super excited. Hopefully those other two plots are kind of looking the same way. Won't be long, and these are going to be popping up and looking really good. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're enjoying this week's content on the show. If you haven't already, check out our YouTube membership called the TBP Club. It allows you early access to all of our YouTube videos. It allows you access to our members only live Q&As, which is once a quarter. And it allows full access to our Rut Live grand prize giveaway. If you haven't already, check out the TBP Club.
Out here this morning, it's July 30th, getting the last plot planted here today. We just got this worked up actually really easy. We've sprayed this twice, we've mowed it a couple times. We're kind of in a little bit wetter soil on this bottom. So you can see it's kind of a little bit wetter since I worked it up, kind of clumpy. But we're gonna hit it with the drag now, throw some seed down on it, drag it once more, and should be all good to go. This is a smaller plot, probably only 2/10, quarter of an acre. We're gonna put some forage factory in this, and then I got some extra beans I was just gonna mix in it also, just to add a little bit more food for later green stuff early in the season here. But I'm looking forward to it. This should be a good plot. We got rain coming tomorrow, so that's the main reason we're out here. We want to get this planted before the rain comes in here. All right, we're standing here in the poison ivy plot. We're just coming through, putting some fresh batteries in some of these Tactacams. Last time I did an update on this plot was 2 weeks ago. And since then it's grown probably about a foot, I would say. We got some sorghum coming up really nice. You can see some beans that we planted in here still coming up good. There's some sunflowers also poking through. This plot is looking just insane right now. Really looking forward to it. It's gonna be, I really think it'll be a really good plot this year. I had to move this camera a little higher because the sorghum was actually getting too tall. But I've noticed the last few days when I've gotten pictures of deer on this camera, this has been almost up to their belly, so I knew it was growing pretty good. But we're gonna hop across the creek here. We got batteries to put in 2 more cameras. Just wanting to get stuff freshened up on this farm so it's good for a while. We're just getting done on the farm here. We got that plot planted a little while ago. And I mentioned I put beans in that one. So I got 3 plots on this farm. And this first plot we're in, I planted in May, late May. The plot we were in just last with the Dirty Bird, I planted that one beginning of July. This one pretty much the end of July. So about a month in between plantings on all 3 of these. And every one of them I actually put mixed in with beans just to get different maturation rates of the beans on these plots. My hope is with that one in the bottom, they'll stay greener a little bit longer. This is more for a late season plot. But we came in here, I had to swap some batteries out on these cameras. I only got 4 cameras out on this farm this year. I had a lot more last year, but don't really have anything that jumps off the radar as far as shooters yet on this farm. So unless something does, we might make some changes later, but for now we're just going to stick with 4. But things are looking absolutely insane. This plot here As you can see, the beans are up to my waist in spots. Corn's all heading out right now. It's all got cobs. We got more rain in the forecast, so it's only going to get better. But this is the most food we've had on this farm since I've been able to hunt it. So I'm really looking forward to, especially late season out here this year. It should be a fun late season. But had to move this camera actually higher and reposition it because with how tall everything was, I wasn't able to get any pictures of deer anymore in here. So got all the cameras repositioned, batteries back in them, and we're gonna probably won't be in this farm for quite a while. Probably not till hunting season. So I take that back. Next time I'll be out here on this farm will be when we come out and do scrape vines at some point. I only got like 1 or 2 to do, but that'll be the next time we're out here, and then after that we'll be hunting.